y'all, welcome back to the channel. We about to get into another reaction video. This one titled The Sassy Man Era. Now, for the last few years, there has been a little switch going on. You know, guys are painting their fingernails colorful. You know, they're wanting things that women usually want. You know what I'm saying? They want to get treated like women. You know, it's definitely a little what's the word for it? It's definitely a little strange right now. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say all men are moving that route, but there's a lot. There's a whole community. There's a whole community on TikTok about it. What are they called? I forgot what they called, bro. But it was a trend. Like, it was a whole trend. Like, they had their own sayings, their own catchphrases, and all that, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. It's a crazy time. You know what I'm saying? It's a confusing time for a lot of people. It's a confusing time for a lot of people. But let's see what this video is talking about, man. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I post new content on the channel. Let's get into it.
According to the internet's new rules, you officially get categorized as two groups nowadays. You're either group A.
Don't forget, I'm invincible.
When I'm in the gym, this is what I listen to when I'm in the gym. I can't listen to music, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to music. I gotta listen to some of the most intense, you know what I'm saying? I gotta hear somebody saying, you soft, you pathetic. You know what I'm saying? I gotta listen to that. It motivates me. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me motivated in the gym when I'm lifting. You know what I'm saying? When I'm running. Like, you ain't gonna amount to nothing. You know what I'm saying? What is it called? It's something, I don't know what it's called. It's a terminology for it, but I can't listen to music. Music doesn't do it for me no more, gang. You know what I'm saying? I gotta listen to some rage. I gotta listen to maybe some anime, you know, rage stuff going on. David Goggins cussing me out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta listen to that. Like, I can't listen to Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? I can't listen to the Migos, gang. Can't do it, bro. ESTG. I can't do it, gang. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. But this, yeah. I'm pushing new PRs to this.
Invincible.
Or you're either group B.
Alright guys, on 3 we're gonna take a boomerang. We're gonna shake our bottles, okay? So 1, 2, 3.
You look stupid, man.
And I speak for all men when I say we only classify these and it's impossible.
Hey, they'll just be funny.
Anyways,
though,
y'all, the talk of the interweb for the past couple of years has been that men are getting quote unquote soft. But it's been really ramping up from last year to now when people have been talking more about it. And the majority of the time, the main people saying this are men online, obviously. Whether it just be a comment on a post, an alpha male podcaster saying humanity is falling because of it. But another category of people that I also haven't seen mentioned that say it too is women online. I always have to say this because people are sped. Not all women are like that and say men need to be more manly and less sassy online. But usually the people I see mentioned that say it are the alpha gurus and male podcasters. And I don't usually see women mentioned in the conversation about it. They have another name for it too. They call it the quote-unquote Sassy Man apocalypse. And how it works is it'll be a man posting something on TikTok of them doing a more feminine-like activity. Could be something like doing Pilates. And before someone's like, huh, well, Tommy, those are perfectly normal activities that any gender can— Shut up! Calm your ass down. This ain't a Twitter comment section. We all know anyone can do these activities. Like, I don't have to explain when I say a feminine activity. And whenever a man posts him doing one of these activities, you'll at least get a couple of people in the comments saying, why is he acting so zesty or sassy? And it don't even gotta be something crazy for real. Like, a man could record himself and be drinking matcha in the video. And you'll have some people in the comments like, yo, bro, that's a little zesty. Why are you getting matcha and not pure black coffee? Ugh. What am I gonna do with all these sassy men around? Like, why are you drinking the girly drinks? As a man on the internet, if you post you doing something like that, you really won't win. If you post you doing something slightly perceived as a feminine thing, you'll get hate from men and women. And I think this whole thing stems from older generations. Since Gen Z and before was raised by older generations that usually followed the traditional ways, a lot of us have carried these ways to our adulthoods. And you can pick out the good and bad between the things that we were taught compared to now. I'm not here to be a therapist and get everyone's perspective on how that lifestyle has affected them for good or bad. There's traditional things that work for some people and some don't, simple as that. But there's definitely things we can all universally agree on that they were low-key tripping over as men back in the day. Looking back at it, I couldn't live as a man like 20 to 30 years ago. Because you had to be boring as and fit in or your ass was gonna get flamed. A good example.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like dudes was going through it back in the day, gang. Like, it's tough now, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like back then, bruh, that's why they all look mean in the face, bruh. You ever seen a picture, like an old picture, like a 1940, 1950, 1960, you know what I'm saying, picture of like a black man? Bro, they look angry, gang. They look so angry, so mean, bruh. It's in the eyes, bruh. They even look older. Mind you, they was going through it. You know what I'm saying? They was going through it. They had to, you know what I'm saying? They had to duck the ops. KKK, they had to duck them. You know what I'm saying? In the 30s, they had to duck them for sure. Wasn't making that much money. You know what I'm saying? For sure. For sure. Life was hard back then, gang. It was hard. And it showed on the face, bruh. They look old, bruh. 20-year-old dude look about 60 in the face, gang. Wrinkled, angry, you know what I'm saying? Eyebrows like this. You know what I'm saying? Eyebrows just, all day, bruh. All day. That's why a lot of times, bro, they come home, beat on their wife, bruh. Beat on their wife, beat on their kids, drink hella alcohol, sit in front of the TV, stomach poking out with the tank top on. You know what I'm saying? Where you think the term wife beater came from? Huh? Where you turn people calling tank tops wife beaters. Because dudes was coming home from a long day at work, probably getting cussed on and tripped on at work, having to deal with the KKK people, you know what I'm saying? Had to deal with the racist people at the stores. They coming home, taking their work clothes off, got the tank top on. And they, you know what I'm saying, they take that anger out on their family, bruh. Beat the wife, beat the kids, beat the dog, everything, bruh. Everything get beat, bruh. Everything get beat. Then go back to work and don't beat on nobody, bruh. Take it like a good boy. That's crazy, bruh. They take all of that punishment, all of that they tuck the tail in outside in the world for all of that. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Then come home and take all that frustration and anger out on the kids and wife and the dog. Dog ain't do nothing, gang. Dog chilling, bruh. Dog big chilling, bruh. You know what I'm saying? All he want to do is get petted, get fed. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, bruh. Play with a toy. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Kids just trying to be kids, bruh. Wife just trying to love on you, gang. You know what I'm saying? Your boss don't care nothing about you, bruh. He cussing you out all day. He gave Bill the promotion. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give Tyrone the promotion. He gave Bill the promotion. You know what I'm saying? You been busting your butt. But he like, nah, you black. I ain't messing with you, gang. You leave the job, gotta deal with traffic. You try to go to a grocery store, they like, what? You know what I'm saying? You too dark to be here. Go back to the jungles. You know what I'm saying? That's what they telling them. Go back to the jungles. You too dark to be here. You took the tail the whole time, bro. You don't say nothing. You don't say nothing to nobody, gang. Yes sir. That's all you say, yes sir. And then you go home and take all that anger out on the wife and kids, bro, and the dog, bro. It was tough living back then, bro. It was tough, bro. It's tough. Hell no. I am blessed.
Example is like wearing pink. Back then, would not dare to touch the color pink because they knew if they did, they would probably get roasted by their friends or their family would think they're zesty. Shoot, up until my elementary school years, we still had that mindset. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really change. And even something like skincare. Bro, you couldn't even take care of your skin without a potentially giving you the gay allegations. Men low-key lived like cavemen back then. A lot of the
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You cannot make fun of me for taking care of my skin, bro. I don't care how you call that zesty or sassy or whatever, bro. Me having a face care routine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I break out, or occasionally, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I break out, excess oil and all that. But for majority of the time, bro, my skin is good, bro. I have a night routine and a day routine. You know what I'm saying? I stay away from certain drinks. I drink plenty of water. You know what I'm saying? I stay away from sugars. You know, I do all the good things and make sure my skin is good, bro. So when I turn 70, I don't look like I'm 100 and something years old. That's my goal, gang. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. Trying the best I can to look as good as I can. You know what I'm saying?
The fashion we wear too nowadays, they would think is zesty back then. You couldn't even put that on without getting the allegations. Like, it was just crazy. And I think the good thing about our generation is we're saying basic like, you can actually dress good and wash your face can happen without you getting the zesty allegations or being made fun of by your friends. But clearly some people are still entrenched into that old mindset. You got people like FitX Fearless, who I'm sure some of y'all have heard of, but if you don't know, he's another one of those alpha.
Now, he take it too far. You know what I'm saying? He take it too far. Face care routine is cool. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, take care of your face. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your face. Get you a good scrub. Get you a good moisturizer. Get you a good facial cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Do all the things, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you got bags, I got these, bro. Listen, I just got these from the TikTok shop, gang. Puffy eye joints, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You said puffy eye joints, bruh. Help with the puffy eyes, gang. You know what I'm saying? I just did a little jump. But look, nah, I got them joints, bruh. These, you know what I'm saying? These help, bruh. These help with the puffy eyes. Cause I got bad allergies. My eyes be super puffy, bruh. So I use these twice a day. Take down the puffiness, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it takes down the dark circles. I haven't seen that yet, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying? For X, he all about the eyebrows, but he be doing his eyebrows. I'm not touching my eyebrows, gang. That's where I draw the line. I'm not touching my eyebrows or my lashes, gang. Leave that to them. Leave that to the women. You know what I'm saying? Leave that to the women, bro. Do not be trying to touch your eyebrows and your lashes, bro. That's crazy.
Gurus who has his own course on how to become rich and handsome, and people actually pay to get advice on how to improve their looks from him.
Like these girls, they want Duke Dennis, they don't want me. It's not fair.
Oh, shut the hell up. Dude,
they want the jewelry, the rich guy, they want everything. They don't want a regular Joe.
He built himself. Ain't nobody gave that dude shit. He built himself. You motherfucker every dude at the finish line and be like, oh, why do women want him? Because he tried.
And he's one of those people I feel like that holds the traditional mindset from the past.
You gotta build yourself, man.
Because he's always complaining about the new generation and the styles people are rocking now. Like, he just hates any man that wears something baggy and thinks it looks childish. And he has multiple videos of him saying it makes you look homeless and dumb.
I'm gonna keep telling y'all dress like little kids. I don't care what anybody say, bro. The classy man is always the best looking man. Nobody could beat that guy. I don't give a damn what you say, bro. I don't give a damn about no new trends, this baggy clothes bullshit that you idiots think look cool. You don't look like a man. I don't give a damn what you think. Stop wearing baggy clothes. They make you look homeless. The losers on the internet want you to believe that a guy who dressed classy, a guy who wears fitted clothes, something is wrong with him. Not the guy who looks homeless and wears baggy clothes that is quote unquote comfortable. The problem with this is you don't command respect with your image.
I'm sorry, bro, but I'm not trying to look like the Rock from the 90s every time I step out the house. Or dress like I'm going to a wedding every day. Some occasions deserve the fitted clothes and some deserve the baggy clothes. That's all it is. Because fashion has always been the one thing that's progressed and changed depending depending on his time. So why would you want to stay one style forever without trying different things? If people treated fashion like his thinking forever, then we'd still be wearing those 1800s outfits. This is the type of thinking older generations still have though. Like, he low-key gives me the vibes of what a woman in her 50s would dream as their one-night stand. Universally with fashion though, I think we've all been way more open to changing up things in our generation. I mean, in 2017, we're dressing like this and we realized, all right, we gotta change this up. But then you go out actually putting that on and you're gonna have some older family member side-eyeing you, thinking you might swing the other way because you wanted to dress nice. A thing you'll hear some women say online is the phrase, men used to go to war. And it's used as an insult online, usually when it's a man doing something perceived more feminine. When I say perceived more feminine too, it really doesn't even have to be that. It could just be him doing something fun. It's to the point where some of them will literally record random men in public to make fun of them for it. Like, all bro did in the first video was drink a frappe he bought with his hard-earned money. And all they did in the other was take a picture at a staircase. And by the way, there's a more than 100% chance men built those stairs. So I'd be damned as a man if I can't take pictures of something I built. I'll take a million pictures if I want to. The whole men used to go to war thing doesn't make sense to me because, for one, millions of men still do go to war all over the world. Like, do you not read the news or something? There's about a war started every week nowadays. And for the men at war in the past, do you think they actually wanted to be there? Men had zero choice but to be in the war. They would literally drag.
Yo, I was literally just thinking, I seen a clip of the Ukraine war that's happening right now. Bro, they out there fighting drones, gang. Like, it was literally a clip of a dude, he running through the woods, right? He running through the woods and the drone is following him. He's trying to shoot up at the drone, but he missing. He gets somewhere and the drone drop a bomb and kills him, bruh. That's the type of warfare that's going on now. You know what I'm saying? I seen another clip. It was two soldiers and there was a drone following the soldier in the front, right? So the soldier in the front, he tried to shoot the drone. He ends up shooting his comrade, killing him, and the drone ends up killing the dude. Drones, bruh. This is crazy, gang. Technology, bro. It went from guerrilla warfare to what is it called now? Technology warfare or something? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Super dangerous, bro. Super dangerous, bro.
Draft your name out a hat and you had to be in the field, or your ass was getting sent to prison to eternally be a named Bubba's prison wife. Also, there's a lot of countries where men around the world are still required to be in the military. Like in South Korea, BTS had to stop for a while because some of the members had to do their mandatory military service. And this type of precedent to me probably isn't the best thing to set, because if y'all really do want it to go back to men fighting in wars and stuff, as a man, as soon as you turn 18, you're getting sent on your way to serve your duties, then be prepared as a woman. If you don't cook for your husband one day, you and the children got a 50% chance of getting beat that night. Because that's what the older generations of men did. Like, I really don't think you want to be in that generation. And then you go in the comment sections of these videos and it's women saying things like, men are so princessy now, or so many princesses. I also get confused by this too, because isn't it mainly women saying men need to be more tapped in their emotions? Like, for decades, the complaint has always been that men are so emotionless and never like to express themselves. And that definitely is true a lot of times. You try to talk to any man over 60 about mental health or therapy and they go, mental health? My mental health was working 128-hour work weeks at 10 years old and walking 5 miles to school after and then walking 5 miles back to finish the day. Then going on my grandpa's boat and fishing 5 fish a day for the entire family to eat. Mental health is something you made up after the 2000s. That was my impression of a blue collar worker. Then when men nowadays actually try to express themselves, we're sassy and princesses? This just shows me that a lot of y'all saying this will say one thing online, then act completely different when it comes to actual situations. Now, I obviously don't think all the women saying men used to go to war are serious and they're just joking, but it's one of those things where it's so many people saying it, everyone can't be joking about it. I didn't realize this until I grew up, but in our generation, there's still a ton of women that want to live that more traditional lifestyle. Because all you would see on ads and online for years, it was all about independence for women and living that lifestyle, which if it works for you, that's amazing, you know, I don't got no complaints. But then as I grew up and would ask the women around in my life what they wanted for the future, you know, when I became college age and everybody's trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, I would hear a surprising amount of them saying the more traditional thing and maybe working a side job just so they're not bored. Nothing wrong with that either. Should I know in the future for me, I'm gonna provide the best I can for whoever I'm with. As long as the relationship is healthy, it really shouldn't concern anyone. Then a couple of years ago, that thing blew up on TikTok called Trad Wives, where it's pretty much women talking about their traditional lifestyle and what they live like. Can this lifestyle turn into a toxic thing? Yes. But that's why you have to have a group of good people around you to tell you when it may be turning into that. You know, it can turn real quick from happily married with kids and living your dream lifestyle to you overcooking the chicken one day and getting RKO'd on the dining room table. I think there is a correlation of this type of lifestyle starting to trend more and more, and you know, men getting called sassy and zesty and online. You know, this is just my view, but I wasn't really seeing this ramp up like this until recently. People be forgetting there's a large amount of women who also have the traditional mindset of thinking too. Anyways, to wrap everything up, as a man, you shouldn't be crashing out and angry over your girl asking you if you want to get a pedicure with her, and be worried you're gonna get perceived as sassy online if people see it. Maybe it's just the name.
Hey, them Jones, you know what I'm saying? Them Jones good for you, bruh. Listen, you gotta take care of your feet, bruh. You gotta take care of your toes. You know what I'm saying? Gotta take care of your feet, bruh. That's one thing I don't mind doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that, gang. It's good for you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It's good for you, especially if you have a job where you doing physical labor. You're on your feet all day, all night, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get old and barely can walk. You don't want that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, bruh. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself, gang. That's not feminine or sassy, bruh. There's nothing wrong with that. Take care of yourself.
If they called it a manly feet cleaning, I wonder if more men would be open to doing it. Like, it's fine to take care of your skin and make sure you're looking right. And you can do all this while also doing the traditional, more manly stuff. Like locking in with the gym and lifting and providing for whoever you're with in life. I could just never take it serious if another person is trying to call me sassy online because of something. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram.
Listen. Good video, bro. Listen. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself, bro. Take care of your face, your skin, your body, your feet, your hands, all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think what makes it sassy is like the extraness. You know what I'm saying? It's like the extraness. It's like, all right, now I want to do everything that she does. That's kind of what makes it a little sassy. You know what I'm saying? Or like having like a little attitude. You know what I'm saying? You got an attitude for. You know what I'm saying? You got a little attitude. You know, like that's kind of what make it a little, you know what I'm saying, make it a little sassy. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your body, gang. Nothing wrong with taking care of your face, bro. Get your facials. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to a massage parlor, get you a good massage, gang. You know what I'm saying? Justin Tucker going crazy in the massage parlors. You know what I'm saying? He going crazy, bruh. That's his number one place to go is the massage parlor. You know what I'm saying? Go to the massage parlor, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You doing hard work, bruh. You in the gym. You gotta think about it like this, bro. You in the gym lifting heavy weights every day. You running on a treadmill. You know what I'm saying? You in there doing the crunches going crazy. You know what I'm saying? You doing the sit-ups going crazy, pull-ups going crazy. Your body sore, leg day, squats. You know what I'm saying? Calf raises, leg presses. You know what I'm saying? You doing the hamstring curls. You doing all of that, bruh. Your body needs some R&R. There's nothing wrong with some R&R. The old SmackDown versus Raw game that came out years ago, you had the option of doing some rest and relaxation, some R&R. There's nothing wrong with that, gang. You know what I'm saying? You try and get you a good face, try and get you a good face routine, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You try and get the acne off, get the oil, the excess oil off. You try and make sure your skin good. Get you a good daily routine and a nightly routine. Get you a good face cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Facial cleaner. Get you a good moisturizer. If you need to exfoliate, hey, exfoliate once a week. You know what I'm saying? Once or twice a week. I usually do once a week. You know what I'm saying? I usually do once a week. I used to do twice a week, but I don't know. Maybe it was the joint I was using. I was just too harsh on my skin. But get you, if you got bags under your eyes, bruh, get you one of these, gang. Get you the puffy eye golden joint, bruh. It helps with the puffy eyes, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You got bad allergies, they help. You know what I'm saying? They help. Get you a good brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Brush your teeth. Floss. You know what I'm saying? Do all the things to take care of yourself and make you look 10 times better, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, gang. There's nothing wrong with that. Dress how you want to dress, bro. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be it for the video, man. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I post new lit content on the channel. Until next time, man. Deuces.